What's up, fam? Welcome to the Marlin Native Mindstate. I am your host, Marlin C. And today we are reacting to a masterclass in how not to handle an interaction with law enforcement. We're watching a 20-year-old kid go into a Walgreens pharmacy trying to fill a completely fake Photoshop doctor's prescription for promethazine codeine syrup, commonly known in the streets as lean. Shout out to Houston, Texas, huh? But before we roll out the body cam, let's establish the legal ground rules first. I am not a lawyer, and this video does not constitute formal legal advice. This commentary is strictly for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes. All third-party video footage is utilized under fair use guidelines for criticism, comment, and news reporting. All right, guys, this video perfectly highlights two massive legal concepts: the difference between being consensually questioned versus being detained, and why providing a false name to an officer can turn a bad day into a catastrophic legal nightmare. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
On September 3rd, 2025, officers were dispatched to Walgreens for suspicion of a man trying to fill a fraudulent prescription for codeine promethazine syrup, commonly known as lean, as well as benzonatate tablets.
They said they're having an issue with prescription, so they're worried about it. Just a second here. 11:06. I'm talking on the subject by the pharmacy now. Do you have your ID on you, man?
I don't have my ID on me right now. Man.
Okay, because they're having an issue. They said they're having an issue with this doctor, that this doctor doesn't, like, the numbers aren't working out and they're not able to match anything, so they're not gonna be able to fill that. That it came off like.
Go to my doctor in person and have this figured out because.
What's your name, man?
My name is Jay.
You know your last name?
It's because I'm kind of tired right now. But
my standpoint, that's real odd that you don't know your last name. You use your mom's new married name.
Yeah.
Usually your born name, you're getting that changed over.
But I'm getting that changed over.
Okay. So yeah, I understand. From my standpoint, that's real odd that you don't know your name or anything like that.
Who
You're
does
like
that?
asking to look at this to try to. So that doesn't help with the whole. This feels like a fraudulent prescription thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. That doesn't look. And your first name?
Was it Jalen?
You don't know your own birthday either?
Yeah.
You don't lie to the police.
I'm not lying. I would just. Can I just go to the doctor so I can actually confirm this?
Well, we got to confirm some things first because it comes off like you're trying to fill a fraudulent prescription.
Let's freeze it right here. At this exact second, the suspect has already committed multiple separate criminal acts before the police even confirm the prescription is fake. He told the officer his name was Jalen, but then completely blanked out on his own last name and his date of birth. Depending on the state jurisdiction, providing a fake name or false identifying information to a police officer who is conducting a lawful investigation is an independent crime, often charged as obstruction of justice or providing false identification to law enforcement. Notice how the officer's tone changed. Legally, the officer doesn't need proof of a fake prescription yet. The fact that the suspect doesn't know his own identity creates immediate reasonable suspicion that a crime is afoot. Let me ask you guys a question for the comments though. If you are an officer and a suspect tells you he can't remember his own last name because he's just tired, what is the absolute first thing going through your head? Let me know below. Let's continue.
So we gotta don't know your birthday. This is all telling me that this is not a legit prescription that you're trying to. Yeah, because we're investigating you filling a fraudulent prescription right now. Well, hold on, we're looking into some things first. I gotta figure some things out, and then we'll talk. Do you mind having a seat for me?
That cat look high.
Okay. So how old's your uncle?
How old is my uncle?
Uncle? Yeah. Okay. What's his birthday? You know? I'm asking for yours though. I was asking for yours.
2003.
What's your name?
James John.
So none of the information. I asked for your name earlier, and you gave me a different name than what you just gave her. What's your name?
What name did I just give you?
What is your name? I don't care what name you're giving us. What is your name?
My name is James John.
James John?
Yes, sir.
Is that your whole name? What's your last name? John?
Yes.
Okay.
And how do you spell that?
You got a middle initial at all?
She asked him, how do you spell John? She over there, I think she's over there cracking up, but trying to hold it in.
Okay, so from my standpoint, you've given us 3 different names, 2 different birthdays. I have no idea who you are. You have no idea who your uncle is. You don't know how to spell your last name.
Okay, so what am I getting?
So where did this come from?
What do you mean?
You have a prescription. You created this yourself? Are you were trying to fill fraudulent prescription?
All right, let's pause right quick for a minute. As you all know, I am a nurse by trade, and I work in a clinic where doctors come in and see their patients periodically. And a lot of times they write prescriptions that need to be filled. Most of the time they'll have a cell phone, tablet, iPhone, whatever case, laptop, and can write the prescription. Even when you go to the doctor, you might notice this. The doctor will write the prescription right then, send it in for you, and then all you got to do is go and pick it up. Sometimes they'll write a prescription out. These prescriptions that are written out has to be on a legal notepad. And the doctors will come in and they'll either have them on their person or they may have them in the clinic, but they're locked up and you have to unlock them to take them out so the doctor can, like say, physically write the prescription out. You can't fax it. You can't email it, because a warning will pop up on the fax machine or email saying, no, this prescription has to be brought in, because it has to be on the form, I guess the legal form, with an actual signature on it. The signature can't be photocopied, because if not, you will have instances like this. So undoubtedly, this young 19, 20-year-old dope fiend doesn't realize that when he walks in with this fake prescription. So immediately, Walgreens are going to see this, figure out what's going on, and yes, this is a felony, and so they'll call the police. Maybe for the most part, just so there won't be like any interaction that could turn violent, with them and this guy. So they'll be like, hey, have a seat. We'll fill this real quick. They'll go to the back, call the police, and then the police will come in and then let the laws handle it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a little information for you guys.
No, I didn't make a fraudulent. Honestly, I have nothing else to say.
Okay, well, all right, then have a seat.
What to say?
Yes, you are, because we were investigating a fraudulent prescription. Have a seat for me.
And am I going to the police office?
Have a seat for me. We are investigating a fraudulent prescription.
We don't know that right now.
We don't know that right now. Have a seat. Hold on. No, we're not going anywhere. You are being detained. We're not free to
You said
leave.
I'm not going to the.
Not right now. You are being held for investigation.
For what?
For filling a fraudulent prescription.
I didn't fill out a fraudulent.
That's what we're looking into.
But I didn't do it.
Okay, that's what we're looking into. Okay? I need you to have a seat for me. All right?
But I didn't fill out a fraudulent prescription.
That's what we're looking into, because none of the things you're saying is making any sense. So that's what we're looking into. That's what we're trying to figure out. Okay?
But I didn't fill out a fraudulent prescription.
Okay? Because what you're telling me and what it looks like are 2 different things. Okay?
Notice what's happening right here. If y'all notice, the officer had that paper in his hand, was playing, fiddling with it or what have you. But then you notice this guy's movements. He puts his hoodie on. He takes his hand out of his pocket. Now he's frowning and he's folding his arms, which could be deemed in the police officer's perspective as he's about to get aggressive. So let me put this paper away so I can get in position to do whatever needs to be done, just in case he wants to start acting irate. But this whole incident, this whole scene you're seeing, this is a textbook criminal procedure lesson playing out in real time. The suspect tries to claim, I'm not being entertained, I mean detained, and tries to walk away. The officer shuts it down instantly. Under the 4th Amendment, an interaction with police usually starts as a consensual encounter, meaning you are free to leave. But the moment an officer has reasonable, articulable facts that link you to a crime, here, a flag prescription and a dynamic set of fake names, it transforms into an investigative detention, also known as a Terry stop. During the detention, you are not free to leave. If you try to walk away or resist, you can be physically tackled and charged with resisting or obstructing an officer. He is legally stuck in that pharmacy corner until the cops finish checking that paperwork. Let's continue.
So I need you to have a seat for me so we can do this investigation so we can get some things figured out. If you didn't fill a fraudulent prescription and that's not your intention, then we'll be good to go. But from what you're telling me and what we have on paper, none of this is making any sense.
Well, I was filling out a prescription and I was going to go pick it up from my uncle.
Okay.
Clearly, I can't get it up from my uncle, therefore,
so
I'm not being detained.
You are being detained. You are being detained.
I'm not being taken to the department.
Not yet.
Not yet. For what? Why would I be being
I just told you that.
For fraudulent.
For possibly trying to fill a fraudulent prescription. Do you mind grabbing some information from me and talking to the pharmacist for a minute? From my standpoint, you haven't been able to tell me your name, your birthday. You haven't been telling me why you were here, where you got that. At one point, you said that you created it. And then you're like, oh, I printed it out. Like, none of this is making any sense from my standpoint. You don't know your uncle's name.
Well, okay, look, I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I got it off the internet. I printed it out.
Okay.
I photoshopped it. I thought it was whatever. I used it for my uncle, and it didn't work. Because he's sick right now, and I thought that would be able to help.
So you are, in fact, trying to fill a fraudulent prescription. You got it off the internet, and you photoshopped to change the information to try to come here and fill a fraudulent prescription.
Well,
What did he just say? Did this dude? I know this dude did not just say this. Now, he just handed the prosecution a gold-plated conviction on a silver platter. He went from trying to talk his way out of it to fully admitting to the elements of a felony. He explicitly confessed to 1, sourcing a fraudulent document online, 2, using graphic software, Photoshop, to alter doctor-patient data, and 3, intentionally presenting it to a licensed pharmacist to obtain a controlled substance. He tries to couch it under the excuse of helping his sick uncle, but legally, motive does not erase intent. In the eyes of the law, the crime of forgery was completed the absolute second he handed that altered paper to the Walgreens clerk with the intent to defraud. But I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Why do you think people confess so easily on Bodycam? Is it panic? Or do they genuinely think explaining why they did it will make the cop let them go home? Let's continue.
Already had refills of this whatever, yeah. I filled out a fraudulent prescription. I printed it out. I didn't fill it out. It was already filled out. It was just unprinted.
Okay. You said you changed some information, try to put a new name on there?
Any information, I just printed out the thing that I came up with.
Okay. So is your uncle sick at all? Is that just made up too?
No, it's not made up. My uncle actually is sick.
So you just happen to find a prescription online that fits your uncle's name?
He found it, and then he asked me was I able to print it up.
So who found it, him or you? Because you just told me a second you found it.
He found it.
Okay.
I'm sorry about all of this. If I had known it would have led to this, I wouldn't have did it. I don't have any offenses. I was just trying to help my uncle.
And you have no ID on you? Nothing? No way to identify yourself?
Is this phone number, is the phone that you have right now, is that your phone? You're paying the bill? Who's paying the bill? How old are you, sir?
I'm 21.
2 things. 1, you cannot get a prescription filled without a proper identification. 2, if you're going to be a proxy for somebody, I guess that's the right word to use, there has to be a written consent, like from, let's say, if this was a legitimate prescription, like from his uncle saying that I'm sending my nephew to come pick up, my prescription for me. And actually doesn't really have to be. All he has to do, really, well, he's 19, so I don't know. Because really, all he do is going to say, I'm picking up a prescription for so-and-so, what's the name, date of birth, blah, blah, blah. But you still got to give your ID to pick it up. So there's got to be some kind of confirmation that you and that person know each other, live with each other, relate to each other, whatever the case may be. Now, unless you're like a minor, then it's a whole nother different thing where the adult picks it up for the kids. But that's, that's just par for the course. But yeah, 1, you got to have an ID, and 2, you just can't go in there and say, hey, I'm picking this up for my uncle, but I don't know his date of birth or his name. Make it make sense.
Well, I'm actually 20. I'm turning 21 next week and a half.
Okay.
Do you guys have a direct line call there?
Yeah, we do.
Phone line?
Yeah.
Can you give it to me?
That should be on
Can
here.
you call that number?
Call this number right here.
Yeah. Can I have that phone number? We're just trying to lower it down. If you start talking to us, to make sure that you have a good number at least, okay? Can you give us your good number? And then we're gonna verify it if you call us.
What's the phone number for this?
What's your phone number, real quick?
What's my phone number?
Yeah, the cell phone that you call. He's gonna call the number. Hey, okay. He's gonna call the number. Can you just write down what's the number to call you? Have you ever filled any prescriptions in the past year?
Where are you normally from?
I'm from Hampshire, Illinois.
Okay. Is that where you stay at now?
Yeah.
How'd you end up here?
Because my uncle said this was the pharmacy that.
Okay, there's enough BS about your uncle. I'm not believing anything about your uncle.
Uncle got nothing to do with this. I don't know why they're making
Where's your
call
uncle?
about
Phone
it.
number on the prescription for the doctor is bogus.
Yeah.
She Google searched it, they have a database. She made contact with the doctor's office. They said they don't have a patient by that name, and it's most likely fraudulent.
All right. So take it with him. All right. You got to stand up, man. You got to stand up for me?
Well, I'm getting arrested.
Yeah. Go ahead and put your hands on Jack.
Marijuana in custody. Do you have anything sharp on you that will poke me or cut me when I cut you down?
You could probably pat me down right now and see.
Any weapons on you?
No, sir.
No needles of any kind?
I'm gonna see if I can get the facts. Does he have the facts with it, or do you have the facts of the? I'm gonna see if I can get that phone number.
Yes.
So you are in custody at this moment, so you have right. So you have the right to leave. That's a 1, 2, 3 dollars. What?
My hotel key in there, so.
Your hotel key.
Actually, this one.
I don't feel any more thing in your pocket, okay? $3.35.
So how long am I going to be in custody for?
Yeah.
Until we figure it out.
If you mind just walking out with him. You got transport in your car? Do you have a cage? All right. You got talk back there real quick.
Kick?
I mean, I got him a few weeks ago.
Yeah. Reissue?
How to reissue? I think so. Where am I going to McHenry?
You're in Arlington Heights, man. Cook County.
So what, I'm on 26 in California?
Right now, we gotta figure it out.
Okay.
The investigation continues. My car's over here.
So how bad will this get?
We'll talk about it when the officers are done talking, and they'll put all the puzzles together, okay?
Can I call my mom?
Absolutely. Not right now, but we will give you a chance to
Call you up.
notify somebody.
You got walkie key?
Do you have a car here in this lot? It was Ferguson. Can you
While searching James, he had a black ski mask and $3.35. It is unsure how he intended to pay for the medication that costs $298.99 at Walgreens pharmacy.
Let's look at the absolute irony and additional legal danger found during the incident search. The medication cost nearly $300 out of pocket. The suspect had exactly $3.35 in his pockets, but he's carrying a black ski mask. When police arrest you, they conduct a lawful search incident to arrest to check for weapons and inventory your property. Finding a ski mask inside of a commercial business while attempting to fraud opens a massive door for prosecutors. While he wasn't charged with burglary or robbery here, carrying items commonly used to conceal identity during a crime completely destroys any defense argument that this was an innocent misunderstanding or a simple favor for an uncle. Let's finish it up.
He was later identified as Malachi James. He was charged with forgery, a Class 3 felony.
At the end of the day, the suspect was legally identified as Malachi James and hit with a severe charge of forgery, which is a Class 3 felony in Illinois. Class 3 felonies carry a potential prison sentence of 2 to 5 years. This entire situation escalated from a suspicious piece of paper to a major felony arrest because he kept talking, gave multiple fake names, and ultimately confessed to the exact layout of the forgery. You remember he said, I don't want to talk no more, but then he just kept on talking. What do you think is the biggest takeaway from this kid's mistake? Should pharmacies have the right to lock you in the store if they suspect a bad script? Drop your votes and thoughts down in the comment section below. Now, this is a sad case. Obviously, this dude was, I'm gonna say he was high. Okay. What a lot of these youngsters don't realize is that lean is nothing more than liquid heroin. So you are a heroin addict. And I've seen a lot of guys, especially down here in Texas, who have died, have major health issues due to sipping on this lean. But it seems like lately, a lot of people are getting off of it. They realize exactly what it is. I mean, who wants to be called a dang dope fiend or a heroin addict? Because that's basically what you are. Hopefully this kid gets the help he needs. And his uncle too. But hopefully he gets the help that he needs in order to kick this habit and get his life going on in the right track. With that being said, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.